Having been a former flat horse and then a juvenile hurdler, Tritonic seems to have been around for years, and yet it's actually only 6, still turning 7. Um, and I hope that Connections target one race in particular, but can certainly go close in a few other races. So last year, Tritonic was aimed at the Railkill Hurdle and finished 9th. You know, I think, well, I hope that told Connections that Tritonic is not a graded hurdler. They then did drop him into a handicap. They dropped him back into the Betfair Hurdle, and he ran okay. He wasn't, he was still beaten quite a long way. He was beaten 20 odd lengths by Risk when he finished 8th of 16 in the Betfair Hurdle, then finished 5th in a Battle Hurdle, and then finished 4th at the Aintree Festival, running a decent race, but never really looking like winning. Now, this season, back on the flat, he's been running some good races, including finishing 3rd at Ascot. Where was it? No, it wasn't. It was this one here, I think. He finished 3rd in the Ascot Stakes, behind A Horse of No Name, Calling the Wind, and just in front of Law of the Sea and Western. Now, that was a good run. But he's probably close to his mark over her on the flat. Sorry, he's since gone. He's run well at Haydock, finishing 4th in the Old Borough Cup. But I don't think there's a lot of leeway in his flat mark. But he is rated 100 on the flat. Over hurdles, however, he's only rated 134, and I think that's workable, particularly with one race in mind. This race here, the Betfair Exchange Trophy at Ascot. Now, his form at Ascot is good, as we've just mentioned. He's finished 2nd in a Golden Gate. He has won a juvenile hurdle. He finished 8th this time, but it was on heavy going, so that was his only disappointing run at the track. He's finished 3rd in the Ascot Stakes, as we've mentioned. And he's also won this Betfair Exchange Trophy before. Now, when he won this race, he actually won it off a mark of 141. He's rated 134 over hurdles now. And, he's been running well on the flat to suggest that he's still, he's not regressing anytime soon. So why would you not target this race? It's mid-December, 18th of December it was in 2021. It's around that time again this year, I believe. It's for 60 grand to the winner. It actually worked out quite well. Metier, Westcourt, both done well. Goshen obviously disappointed. Benson's been rejuvenated by moving a stable. Rejuvenated or rejuvenized. I don't know what word I initially said there. So yeah, this is the race that Tritonic has got to be aimed at. He's got the Ascot form. He's well handicapped. It's good prize money. And then you could look at potentially running back at Aintree or back at Cheltenham if they wanted. I don't know what his Cheltenham form is like. Let's just have a quick look. Cheltenham. He's finished 2nd. He finished 2nd in a handicap. Was it a handicap or a juvenile? Let's have a quick look. 23rd. That's a county hurdle, I think. What did he do in the... And he was 5th in the Triumph. 5th in a Triumph. Not good enough to win a race. Did nowhere in the county hurdle. Finished 2nd in a Greatwood. So... Was it 2nd in a Greatwood? No. It's disappointing in the Greatwood, isn't it? Where is he? 5th in a Greatwood. That could be the plan. You could go Greatwood Hurdle, Betfair Exchange Trophy. He's finished 5th and won those off higher marks. He was 5th off 142, beaten 8 lengths. There's your plan. I mean, it's really as simple as that. There's your next 2 races for Tritonic. Maybe you give him a prep run somewhere in a graded race, potentially drop him a couple more pounds, and end up in those 2 races, the Greatwood Hurdle and the Betfair Exchange Hurdle. If he didn't run in the Greatwood and he went straight to this race, I'd be really, really confident of a big race in that Betfair Exchange Trophy. It's good prize money. This type of horse is not going to be winning multiple races. He's not going to be winning graded races, so they might as well target a decent prize with him. So here's the next one in my horses to follow. It's Tritonic, particularly with the Ascot race in mind, and maybe the Greatwood Hurdle.